What's up, y'all, and welcome back to our channel. It's been a while, but hey, how y'all doing? So in today's video is going to be a little bit different, y'all, as you can see. So some time ago we got a few requests from a few of you guys that that said to us that y'all would love to see a little bit more of just hubby and I. So here we are, and we figured let's get some food and eat while we're gonna be hungry anyway. So here we are. So if that's the type of video you would like to see, keep watching. Okay guys, so first of all, we just want to say welcome to all of our new subscribers, because we know we have some new subscribers since the last time we have done a video. I feel like it's been forever. So welcome to y'all, and if you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. So today we just kind of chose a place. It's this place here, this local place. It's called Sri Thai because hubby loves Thai food. He turned me on to Thai food. So, but anyway, so we just like this little place here, this local place. So we just grab some food from there. And you want to tell them what you got?
Babe, just finish your little...
Well, I'll tell you what I got first. So I love this dish.
You can go that way too. I thought you were still talking about stuff, but go ahead, give them what you got.
Oh. So I love from this place, I love this dish called the spicy basil wide noodle, or spicy basil noodle dish. And then, so basically all this is like a wide noodle. And then this, I got chicken and shrimp and some peppers and onions. Ooh, it's delicious, y'all. It really is. And then I love this place's sushi, because I love sushi. How many of y'all like sushi? Seriously, I'm serious about it. So I just got the tempura roll, just something simple. Something slight, that's what I got. And you want to tell them what you got?
Anyway, I just got a spicy basil with a little extra spice to it. And I got some chicken and some shrimp in it. And some fried rice on the side, which is just plain old fried rice, nothing special about it.
Mm-hmm. Now y'all, what he didn't...
I'm going to slap that on there.
Now what
put some of this on top of it, but
what he didn't tell
I tell you about my own food? But of course, Thai food is spicy, but they have levels of spicy. So normally, if you call in, if you're asking for spicy, they'll ask you 1 through 5. So I normally get mine at about a 3. I've had higher, but 3 is, makes it a little bit easier for eating.
That wasn't even what I was gonna tell on you about.
Well, then go on then.
I was gonna tell on him, y'all, because what he didn't tell y'all was normally he tried to be cute today, but normally he always get the same dish. He gets their spicy basil fried rice. He loves, and it is good. I mean, it's real good, but he gets it every single time. So today he tried to be cute, right? And was like, I'm gonna order something new, something different. I was like, really? Because I've never known you to get anything. And we be trying a few different Thai places, babe. You know we do. It's two places here that we really, I mean, it's really good. They're pricey, but they're really good restaurants, and they serve really good and fresh food. But it don't matter which one we go to. He usually will get the same thing, the spicy basil fried rice, and then he gets it with chicken and shrimp. So he tried to be cute today. He tried to be different. Oh, but anyway, y'all, we said our grace off camera, so we don't just eat and not say and not bless our food. So we already did that. So
anyway, the reason why I did something different because somebody always said all you do is the same thing. So I was doing something different. That is why I did something different.
I don't complain about it. I just made a joke of it, like, dang, you get the same thing every time. But no, he's good.
Okay.
Do you not get the same thing?
Do you not get the same sushi?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, then, so that's you. And this is me.
I do get the sushi every time. Because it's good. The sushi from this place is delicious. So, and then they have that comes with this. It comes with the sushi. It's this sweet, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is. This place does it, but the other place that we really like doesn't do this sauce.
You just ask them.
Cause I don't know. Well, they might do it. They
Yeah,
just give it to us.
Ask them what it is.
Oh, you mean just ask them what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant ask the place that don't do it for it. Yeah, I could. But anyway, it's like a thick soy, but it's sweet. It has a hint of sweetness. It's so good.
Probably not a soy. It's probably
like a sesame. I taste sesame seeds in it.
almost like that dumpling sauce, but maybe just a little thicker. That dumpling sauce, or like a different version of duck sauce.
Oh, okay. Well, could be. Oh yeah, right. I see what you're saying, because it's sweet like duck sauce. Well, it's not like duck sauce, but it's sweet. It's got a hint of sweetness. It's delicious, y'all. And it's like, because it tastes, to me, the soy sauce can get a little salty, especially if you like dip the sushi in it too far or too much. You get too much on it, it can get real salty. And so I really like the sweeter one. So they always give me one of each. And I never really use the soy. I just use the sweet. Like I said, I'm not sure. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll ask them, like, one time we're there, maybe ask them, like, what is this sauce? Does anybody know? Can somebody tell me?
Right, it's not a trade secret.
It might be.
I doubt it.
It might be. People be funny about that, child.
Yeah. And then they go to the H Mart or Nam De Moon and buy it. But anyway.
Vietnam De Moon.
We're just here for a few minutes to let you watch us eat and talk. Mm-hmm. So, as far as the talking, we just figured we would tell you since, what's today?
Sunday.
Well, I know it's Sunday.
The 14th.
Sunday the 14th. So, 14 days ago, Giselle turned 1 year old. Mm-hmm. So, if you go back 365 days, it hadn't been officially called yet, but pandemic was coming. So Giselle was born a pandemic baby. So that kind of really messed some things up, because when we got home from the hospital, my niece and her 3 kids was able to come see us, because we came home on a Sunday. They came by that Monday. My mother-in-law and older sister-in-law was able to come down that Saturday to visit, and right afterwards, boom, everything got shut down. So,
and it's funny because I remember when we were in the hospital, or when I was, when we were just kind of laboring or whatever, because y'all know my labor was induced. And so we were just kind of, waiting. And I remember one of the times the doctor came in and she was checking on me. She was, checking me to see how far along or whatever I was. And so I can remember it was, and the news was on. And she was saying, she was saying, man, they're talking about this virus thing, but it don't really seem like it's going to be that bad. She said, but I just think it's going to be a little worse than what they're saying. And I can literally remember her saying that. And it was just because it hadn't really kicked off yet. I mean, it kind of had. They had already started finding a few cases, but not anything, nowhere near. It hadn't even really hit yet. But I can remember the doctor saying that coming in the room to say that when we were talking about it being, because it was on the news, and they were saying, I think they were still finding cases like over in China. It hadn't even really touched down like that here. But it's so funny when I remember that, because I was literally in the hospital giving birth when it was just starting to be talked about. Because even the doctor's like, I think it might be a little more serious than they.
Well, the touchdown, it started over that way and came this way. So
right,
they got the full.
Right, so I don't even think it was exact. I don't even think it had really even. It wasn't even really much of a conversation. It didn't seem like it was. But anyway, it's crazy how much, and then to just know how much it, things really did take off with it. So, but anyway, how have y'all been doing during this pandemic? Because I think you haven't even really been able to do a lot of the things that we, used to do. And things have had to change so much, for everybody, I'm sure. The way of life has just changed. It's just different. So what are y'all doing? What do y'all appreciate actually about, I'm wondering what y'all appreciate about this pandemic. Even though I know that there's not a lot we're so used to talking about the things that it has changed. But.
I ain't appreciating nothing.
Oh, because it's messing with your fishing. Y'all, you've been talking about going fishing for so long. And yeah, he does love to fish. And pre-pandemic, so before the pandemic, he, we used to, when we used to go places, especially when we used to go down to Florida a lot, and he loved his little fishing, the boats. He would pay to get on the boats that go out, that take you out on the sea fishing and for X amount of hours or whatever. So he used to love that. So he's missing that. He's been talking about that forever, which I can't wait till we can.
Well, I am not a freshwater fisherman. I am a saltwater fisherman, or I like to fish saltwater. Mm-hmm. Not no real super fisherman, but I fish saltwater primarily. When I was young, couple that was friends with my mom and dad, the Addisons used to take me fishing. And I think I caught something once out of I think they took me like about maybe 3 or 4 times. They loved fishing. But I just never caught on to, lake, pond, stream fishing. Yeah. Back in 2006, the church that I was with, we did a men's fishing trip. Just men only, no women, so men bonding, go down there, trip down, fish, come back. Mm-hmm. I was hooked. And I love the fish that comes out of the ocean better. Mm-hmm. So with the ocean fishing and the fish tastes better,
and
that's where I'm at.
Remember when we were dating and you came to Virginia the first time to see me, and he brought with him, y'all, look, Mr. Slicks, Mr. Smooth Operator. He bought some when he came up to visit. He bought fish that he had caught it himself, and he cooked it. So he cooked it, and then so I'm thinking and it was what kind of fish was it?
Babe,
It was snapper. It was snapper. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was snapper because that's his favorite fish. And so he bought some snapper that he had caught and he cooked. And I'm thinking it's for me. Y'all, he bought this, what do you call it? Escabeche?
It's not an escabeche.
Okay.
That means it's whole.
Right. So the whole thing, the whole body, eyes, everything. Onions, peppers, he stewed it. So it was like this sauce and everything.
Pound stew.
Right. And he made it for my mom, y'all. He made it for her. So I'm like, what? I thought I was the one you're trying to impress. But I was wrong. And he bought it for my mom. And my mom was like, really? Oh my God, I'm about to kill this. And she enjoyed it and didn't share any with me, of course. Yeah, I'm shouting you out. I'm calling you out, mama. But anyway, so yeah, he bought this, he bought a fish that he had caught and cooked. And I thought it was so sweet because I was like, oh, wow.
Okay, now the real story is, yes, I brought this fish up here to Virginia for my mother-in-law because I had one left that needed to be taken care of. So I cooked it up the night before, drove up. Fish was for mom, but part of the story that she didn't tell you, talking about that I didn't have, I didn't give her any, or it wasn't for her. It's because shortly afterwards, she was putting her stuff in the car and we was driving to Pennsylvania. So the fish would have just sat at the house for a week and went bad. So the fish wasn't for her because she was going to Pennsylvania I was taking her to my dad's birthday party, 90th birthday party at the time. So this was in
2014.
2014 to be exact. I was getting that, which seems like a long time ago. 2014.
When we were dating.
Yeah, we went married. So 2014. So like I said, took her up to my dad's 90th birthday party. So we're just going to be up that way Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then they turned around. Instead of bringing her back and dropping her off, she had wanted me to go to one of her nephew's birthday party. That was the next weekend. So she said, I will ride back down with you so that I can help you drive to come back up. So she didn't need the fish. And like I said, she was going somewhere else anyway. And in the process, she went to a nice birthday party, had some good food, got to see Pennsylvania, or this section of Pennsylvania that she's never been to. And that Monday, of course, we're doing a little traveling. Took her to Hershey.
I know, that was such a nice trip.
Because it was oh my goodness, was the park even open?
Yeah, it was open.
Park was open because it's summertime. So park was open. We just didn't go to the park, but in that Hershey area, you have a lot of other things to do because I knew we was going to be leaving early the next day. Didn't want to be super tired, and then I needed to go back and see my mom, my stepmom and my dad. So we went up there, and in town of Hershey, you know, they got the little street lights that are made out to look like Hershey Kisses. Then they had the Hershey Museum. Then they have the little, just a lot of stuff up there. And then there's this thing called Chocolate World. You go through, they show you how to make chocolate from beginning to end and this and that, and then the journey and where the cocoa comes from. And they got their own cows and all this other kind of craziness. So we did that. Then there's like little things that you can do in there, and you can go in there and make your own little chocolate bar, you know, design and this and that. You do that, and then there's an area where you can shop at, and you can get, you know, chocolate this, chocolate that, ice cream, because they do their own ice cream too. A little bit of everything. So she didn't need the fish.
I still could have had some. It was so, and my mama just talked about it like, oh, it was so delicious. Thank you, mama.
Which you've gotten plenty of fish since then.
I have, but I'm just saying, you were dating me. So I was like, you know, I should have been the one, you know, that was get all.
Yeah, you got something better than stuff. You got something better than something that you're gonna eat and poo bat. So no, you got a good trip.
Y'all tell me or tell us who should have gotten that fish. Was it me or my mama?
It was a good trip.
It was a real nice trip.
Got some, you know, got to see some good sights, meet some good people.
And meet your family, yeah.
Well, those are the good people.
No.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was a nice trip. I remember that.
And in the end, you know, got a cheesesteak sub from my favorite
yeah, we were
spot
all over the place that trip. I mean, we went all over. We were somewhere everywhere.
She got to see Hershey.
And you went to your place, Sorrento's.
Got to see where I went to school at.
Yes, I got to see where you went to school.
She got a little bit of a Harrisburg tour, uptown, downtown, hillside, south side, riverfront.
I'm on south side, like you.
There is a south side. Thank you very much.
Like you from the, you know.
But there is south side. Anyway, but
you from LA.
But now, that's how things progressed and things started. But like I said, last year Giselle was born.
And if y'all did not see her beautiful, beautiful tribute video, and shout out again to all of our family because y'all really came through with the video messages. They were so sweet, so nice. You know, everybody, you know, was able to send. And even for those who didn't, you know, we still love y'all. We know that life get busy. But if you didn't get a chance to see that beautiful tribute video we did for her, because of course, with the pandemic, we couldn't really do a whole lot like we really wanted to. We really would have, done different things, but this was our way still of, celebrating her still and just allowing her to, feel celebrated. We wanted the day to feel different. So if you didn't get a chance to see that tribute video, I will link it here and show you so you can go back and see it. But it's so cute, y'all. And leave a comment. Go over there and show your girl some love.
Anyway. Because we see who does the most of the talking. But anyway, as I was going to say. So.
Says the person who was just sitting here talking, going back down memory lane.
Right. But we know who talks on a regular. Anyway, as I was trying to say was, okay, Giselle's born in the pandemic. We're going. She's born in February. Mm-hmm. And, oh, by the way, we get to our first Father's Day. Yeah. But I wasn't feeling good. Nope. Kind of got tired that Saturday. By that Sunday, I wasn't feeling well. Had a headache. Had some body aches. She bought me this nice box of snacks. The snacks didn't taste right.
I know.
Dinner didn't have a taste to it.
And we still didn't know what was
And oh, by the way, yes, I caught COVID.
Mm-hmm. I know.
We had to go through the COVID thing here at the Cash residence, which was not nice.
No.
Because I initially went to an urgent care because I thought I had an upper respiratory infection.
Well, that's
what
I was
coughing a little bit.
You had.
No, I told them I think I had one. So they checked me out for that. Lungs was looking good. This, that, such and such. So they gave me antibiotics. They gave me a Z-Pack and some prescription grade cough syrup to help me with my cough. By that Wednesday, now this was Monday when I went in. Now, Wednesday morning, and thank you very much, God, because for some reason I said I'm going to. Wait, it ain't this here. Get out my plate. It was. I said, you know what? Because I didn't want her to catch this cold or bug, whatever I had. I started sleeping in another room. But like I said, that Wednesday I was still feeling bad. Called a little hospital info line, and the nurse was like, well, yeah, it's going to take a few days for the antibiotics to really start getting into your system, this, that, and the other. Friday, I'm still feeling the same way.
Oh,
so when I called back, she said, oh, well, by now, it should have kind of kicked in. Well, maybe you should go back to your urgent care, or you can come back in here, or you can come in here. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go to the emergency room. When I went in and they checked my temperature, I was at 103. So I'd been 103 since Monday. And next thing I know, they put me in the back. 4 hours later, after they took I don't know how much, how many vials of blood, urine, this, that. And then they came in, did a little nose swab. So if anybody's taking a COVID test, you know about those early nose swabs because they're very invasive. And yep, you have tested positive for COVID. Mm-hmm. So they told me to go home.
Immediately he had to isolate,
which I was already doing. So now I gotta do this 14-day. Really, I was hoping I would be able to come out of the room, after they gave me something. So now I was in the room for 14. Well, counting that initial part, I was probably in that room like about 20 some days, about 21, 22 days. Mm-hmm. If you don't count when I first moved off and I just got my positive result, I did my 14 plus about 2 or 3 extra days, and it was horrible up in there. I mean, for that first week, couldn't taste my food, temperatures high, body aches, then sometimes I got chills, then, you know, fatigue, then I just couldn't sleep, then I couldn't get enough sleep. You know, it was just, you know, I was just all over the board. If you probably name off a condition, I might have had it. But that was a scare for me, because I'm watching on the news, people are dying left and right from catching this virus, and I'm like,
and he caught it when we still didn't know a whole lot about it.
Giselle's not even a year old, you know, what would happen, you know. So, you know, one but the grace of God that, hey, I'm still here, sitting here in this video talking to you guys.
No, I don't even think we really talked we really even talked a whole bunch about that, but it was hard for him, but it was also hard for us as well. So Giselle was still so young, and I'm still breastfeeding her, but she was on a much different schedule, of course, because she was much smaller. So she was literally eating, at that time, she was eating every hour still.
4 months.
Yeah, she was 4 months. 4 months. So she was eating every single hour, y'all. Like every hour she wanted something, because, you know, she didn't eat a whole lot. So she was eating more frequent. And so she was eating every hour. And then so I had to feed her, sit down and feed her every single hour. And literally at 59 minutes and some change, that girl was like whining to get some more. So every hour, so I had to sit down and feed her every single hour. And then I had to get food for him, get food for me. Had to run, do this. And then I had all of the house responsibilities were on me. Everything from taking out the trash to like stuff, everything he would do. And I had to just do it all. So I had to hold everything down. Because he was in the room and he couldn't come out other than just, you know, to go to his bathroom that he was using. So, whew, that was a trying time, y'all. It was. And luckily, like Giselle and I, we both had to be tested. Well, we both got tested. So I took her to her pediatrician. Her pediatrician tested her. And thank God she never tested positive. And thank God I never tested positive either, because that would have really been like, yikes, because I didn't know how I was going to do that with still breastfeeding. And so if I was to get it or if she was to get it, you know, would we give each other, you know, but luckily we didn't even have to worry about that because neither of us ever got sick. So, but it was still a lot, you know, we got tested multiple times too. So, yeah.
But that was a blessing because, you know, during that time, you know, and I'm doing a lot of watching of TV, a lot of news, and yes, babies were getting COVID. So a lot of people think that kids and children can't catch COVID. Yes, they could.
Right. And
they did during this time, but Giselle and little Nico did not catch it, which
grace
was, I mean, just
grace.
It just would have been, I don't even know what to call it, if both of us would have had COVID, you know, how we would have got through it, because nobody would have been able to quarantine, because you would have to still take care of Giselle. So if she got it and I got it, we got to be separated, you know, Giselle wasn't old enough to take care of herself yet.
No. So
now she thinks she's grown and she's running around all over the place now that she can walk. So she thinks she might be able to take care of herself. But back then, no.
Y'all, girlfriend is just,
no.
She is, right.
No. Okay, now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and let her do a cutaway of little Missy in
action.
I think I'm doing my walk on because she will not slow down.
No.
So you'll get to see what we're talking about.
Right.
So
here she is.
Here's that. you see what we're talking about. So,
well, our bellies
coronavirus,
are full.
pandemic baby, and
Don't call her that, pandemic baby. I don't like
pandemic baby. And, oh, by the way,
pandemic baby.
finances. You know, being out of work for 2 months.
Oh. Was that how long it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Child,
I didn't go back.
That time was the blur, a little bit of a blur.
So because you didn't mess it all up. So, like I said, during this time, we had Giselle during the pandemic. I caught the coronavirus, and financially, it hurt me during that period because at the beginning, if y'all remember, it was hard to get a test. So once I got well, I needed 2 negative results to get back to work. It took forever.
I know, because remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but it was like a period of time where it was craziness with this testing. You know, it was, and here in Georgia,
Yeah, it was everywhere.
it was like some little companies that had, because so many people, you know, were trying to get tested. You know, we had that surge of testing.
You just went through a bad place.
That shall remain nameless. However,
You just went through a bad place.
that was horrible. Anyway,
It took her about 2 months to get some results
what
back.
y'all? Anyway, there was these companies.
And they were working around the clock.
You know what? I don't even want to hear it. But anyway, we ain't going there because this is gonna make me mad all over again. But there was these companies that were not supposedly, okay. They had decided to pick up some of the slack with trying to get people tested and get test results back. So
You know,
this
most places they go through LabCorp,
right? Most places
Quest,
go or Quest,
the
major lab
testers.
companies, yeah, or the major labs. And this one was not a major lab, but they were one that was doing the testing and the results. Child, it was like 2 months before I knew that I was negative.
Bootleg.
And I'm so glad. Like, I laugh about it now because I was like, I'm so glad that I really wasn't concerned. I feel bad for the people who were actually concerned. Luckily, I didn't have any concern because, you know, I didn't have any symptoms. I just didn't get sick. So I was getting tested just pretty much for formality, just to make sure.
But one other thing, she went through the county like I did.
Yeah.
This was another spot. So we thought, okay, we test. So she did this other one. It just, luckily what she did through the county came back negative. And of course, you know, Giselle's pediatrician, that's something different. Of course, they're sending those out to, you know, a major company. So that came back in still it was long because at the beginning it was taking up to 10 days for you to get your results back. So, but luckily she already knew she was okay. But if she was relying on that one, yeah, she wasn't going back to work no time soon.
So.
Now, during this year that because we're pretty much just over the year mark for the pandemic, Christmas, Thanksgiving, could not enjoy it the way we would want to because nobody's traveling, nobody's going nowhere. So, you know, we did the at-home Thanksgiving for 2 because Giselle really wasn't eating.
Right.
So she didn't enjoy anything.
And then Christmas, a little turkey.
She got a smidget of turkey. Christmas, same thing. But we had a huge Christmas because it's her first Christmas. Somebody went a little overboard, and we had a great Christmas. We brought in the new year at home again, but as the new year was coming, there was light at the end of the tunnel, and we were, you know, the vaccines was rolling out, and things was, you know, the testing was going on, and now here we are in March, and they just recently, yay, here in Georgia, 55 and up, you can't get yours yet. I can, if I wanted to go get a vaccine, because I'm in that age group. I'm seniored.
Any other time?
I'm seniored.
I am not old. Okay, old man.
Old and seniors, two different things. So,
anyway,
that's the blessing that, now they're getting to the point where numbers is getting lower. It was a big thing with teachers here in Georgia. They're able to get vaccinated. So, probably in about another, or by the end of the month, pretty much anybody that wants to get a vaccine, if they want it, go get it. If you don't want it, keep your mask on. Cover up. And hopefully, like the president's saying, because I sure want to do something.
4th of July.
Shoot, I want to do something for Memorial Day. Because I took that Tuesday off too.
Oh,
off Monday and Tuesday. But right around the circles.
Right. Basically.
But all jokes aside, but hopefully by the 4th of July, we can go somewhere or do something away from the house, away from this area as a family and enjoy ourselves. And hopefully you guys will be able to do the same.
I know.
Still eating.
No, I'm finished.
Well, I'm not. But anyway, if you want to wrap up.
Anyway, well, all right, you guys. We have enjoyed this time that we were able to spend with y'all, and y'all were able to kind of eat and chat with us for a bit.
Don't look at me chewing.
Anyway, if you are not a subscriber, think about subscribing and joining the fam. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you'll know. Because we're gonna try to get back y'all to yes, we are. People want to see more of us. We've been really busy. We have been, I'm
gonna get one of them cutouts of myself and sit right here.
No, you're not, James. Knock it off.
She'll wear a t-shirt with my picture on it.
No, we are going to come and chat more often with y'all because I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it too. But I enjoy talking with y'all. And we'll have more of these little chats. So maybe in the future, y'all can grab y'all a little something to eat with us and leave some comments for us. So anyway, if you did like this style of video, because maybe we'll do more. Yeah. Especially for you guys that wanted to see a little bit more of us. We hope that you enjoyed the video. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps out our channel. It helps out our videos. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We've talked about a lot. We've discussed a lot of different things. So hey, chime in and let us know where y'all are, how y'all are doing. Ding. This is what I have to deal with y'all all the time. For those of y'all who don't know. Anyway, so until next time, guys, we will holler at y'all later. All right. Bye.
Until.